Shalom, Yashar Allah. Salaki, I had gotten a phone call, but I'm just going to continue with the part two of this lesson. Like I was saying, I mentioned Albert Pike, the 33-degree Mason, talking about how they understand that the Third World War is going to be fought between, the Zionists and the Muslims. But it's going to be a manufactured a war. They're going to appear as they are fighting, but they're going to be fighting because of the state of chaos in the world and them, ultimately falling into prophecy. We know that chaos is happening around the world, whether they come up with a natural disaster, a blackout, a collapse of a society, martial law, a natural or a national emergency, another outbreak, another so-called scare, or even this AI-3 Atlas, whatever they're saying, to a fake alien invasion, whatever they try to come with, man. We understand that it is all according to prophecy. Even though it appears that these nations are fighting amongst themselves, understand that they will all band together and fight against Yahweh Shai when he appears, in the clouds. So, I didn't want to get too far away from the point because going back to these BRICS nations, and them appearing as they are fighting against each other, it is only to bring order out of chaos, like I said. So I'm going to get into the scriptures before, I keep rambling or get another phone call. But this is Ezekiel 7, and I'm going to start at 12. Yes, the time has come. The day is here. Buyers should not, and this is in the NLT, buyers should not rejoice over bargains, nor sellers grieve over losses, for all of them will fall under my terrible anger. Even if the merchants survive, they will never return to their business. For what the Most High hath said applies to everyone. It will not be changed. Not one person whose life is twisted by sin will ever recover. Ultimately, this is talking about how they're going to lose everything that they have. The wicked will lose, and ultimately those of our people that choose to side with these devils. So I wanted to get Ezekiel 7 and 19 because our people put their faith nowadays. If a Jake is doing well, he puts his faith in his money, his material things, his job, his 401k, his pension, his retirement, whatever fucking golden nugget Jake thinks that he's going to have. Like we talked to a Jake not too long on the street saying he only has one more month to work and he's retired. But then we started talking about the Karagma, what's going on, and he didn't want to hear none of that, man, because ultimately whatever you have saved up is all going to be taken away. And it's going to not even matter when the world is in a state of chaos, when you can't even feed yourself because the supply chain is so fucked up. What are you going to worry about how many zeros you got in your bank account? But again, this is Ezekiel 7 and 19. They will throw their money in the streets, tossing it out like worthless trash. Their silver and gold won't save them on that day of the Lord's anger. It will neither satisfy nor feed them, for their greed can only trip them up. They were proud of their beautiful jewelry and used it to make detestable idols and vile images. Therefore, I will make all their wealth disgusting to them. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. NLT goes hard. Because, hey, man, what does our people do when they do good? They only get worse. Like scriptures say, money is the root of all evil. Because if you have a wicked root, it's only going to amplify the evil and wickedness that you can do. And let's say, for example, brothers, let's say you like to eat, man, you're going to be put on 30 fucking pounds in the first year that you have $1 million because you can eat whatever you want. You can eat all the delicacies or what are the dainties of the king's table, because, hey, man, you got a problem with gluttony or you got a problem with women. So now you're trying to use your money to just get women, man, on some straight adultery shit, so or our people are into witchcraft, whatever it is, man. They're gonna put their money towards something that is in that wicked root that's inside of them. And that is why, hey, man, ultimately this money is going to be a stumbling block, to the people, because like I said, the BRICS nations, whether they actually come out with a currency, because like I said, it is a hypothetical scenario. I actually put it into Chat GPT that it goes into the current members of the BRICS, and they don't need to go to these other nations in the so-called Middle East to trade, because they are already in the BRICS nations. You know, the United Arab Emirates and Iran. You know, there was going to be Saudi Arabia in there, but they actually pulled out last minute. But the current members are Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, United Arab Emirates, and Indonesia. So again, these are all countries that have conflict within them right now, you know, other than China, Russia, which, you know, obviously are superpowers, you know, but even the United States said that they lost India as a ally, you know, and this is on Chat GPT, but there is another countries that are looking to join, and this is the list right here. This is partner countries, is Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Nigeria, Thailand, Uganda, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, and these are other countries that are applying to join. Algeria, Bangladesh, Kuwait, Pakistan, Palestine, Venezuela, Sri Lanka, Turkey, among others. I know Mexico is one that is applied to. You know, and this is just a list that it came with right now. Look, this is what I was talking about. Saudi Arabia's position was invited but had not yet formalized membership as of early 2025, because, hey man, between Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, that accounts for almost 80%. And you can look me up, 80% of the world's oil producing countries. So, hey man, not to mention a lot of these countries the United States has a problem with. You know, the NATO countries got a problem with. So what? And even though Turkey is a part of NATO, because that's one that is a country that is prophesied, hey man, they're going to be turning against this beast, man. And they're a part of NATO though. So they know that prophecy is going to take place, man. Even the beast shall hate the whore. So ultimately, everybody's going to see that Babylon the Great is the reason why that this place is so wicked, and why their countries are suffering. And we can go into that. This is Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's what America thinks right now. No a foreign army has completely came over here on this land and put up their flags after the United States has become a superpower since World War II. You know, so this place is a land of unwalled villages, a place that they think they can't get touched. So this is why scriptures are written this way, because the pride of this place will be its destruction. Because, hey man, as you see, prophecy is going to show you that this place is going to be pelted with nuclear missiles. So this is Revelation 18:8, and then I'm going to get one more precepts referring to that nuclear missiles. This is Revelation 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, power who judgeth her. So ultimately, this is talking about all the nations, you know, going to shoot their missiles, but they're going to be still sad because now they can't make a buck off this hoe, man. So I want to get one more scripture referring that those burning with fire is referring to the nuclear missiles. And to prove that, I'm going to go to 2nd Ezra, which is in the Apocrypha, chapter 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and they shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of the mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. ultimately, when the Lord sends out that final call of destruction on this place in less than an hour, that was nuclear missiles, the chariot laser beams, the elect getting power. Man, this place is going to be overkill. The earthquake, the different pestilences that are going to hit this place. You know, the wars. This place is not just going to go out quickly. It's going to be a long, drawn out process. And judgment is going to be feeling like an eternity. And this is only going to be the beginning of the snowball effect when society collapses. When you lose your income, like when like the saying in the world goes, when a man has nothing else to lose, he loses it. And these people that have put their faith in this world and put their whole stock in the world and carnal riches are going to see that is all going to vanish before their eyes. So you brothers that put your faith in this ministry, in this truth, man, hold fast onto it. And don't let any man take thy crown. And so, Lord willing, that this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Till next time, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachach, and double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim out there laboring, that are pushing this word and truth and sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.